All right, Rob, it's everyone's least favorite topic, but it's a necessary evil. And, well, you have a solution for it at ThreatLocker, patch management. Let's hear what you're showing off.
Yes, we do. So I suppose the problem with patch management historically has always been where they get the information from, or where the patch management solution gets its information from, which is typically the registry on the machine. The problem with that is it misses a lot of stuff. It misses portable applications. It misses stuff sitting in your downloads folder, for example, all of which potentially could be just as vulnerable as something that's actually properly installed. The beauty about ThreatLocker is we obviously see the hashes, we see the SHAs for every single file. We know what's up to date, we know what's been depreciated, so therefore we know what patches are missing. So we can see here, for example, within my environment, we've got a total of 82 applications, of which one is missing updates. I can see here that the one that's missing updates is Notepad++. So that's very clear, sort of front and center information. Now, if we go into our patch management, what we can actually do is we can create patch policies. So we can create a policy for a particular piece of software to say, hey, automatically update this piece of software if you see it to be out of date. Now, I do have one for Notepad++ here, but you'll notice that I've got a patch delay of 14 days. So say, for example, I don't want to push a new patch for a new version immediately. I'm going to push it after, in this case, a period of 14 days. So the other thing that we do as part of our patch management process is we create the patches, we create the packages for the patching. But as part of doing that, our application team are actually running the software. They do that anyway for the purposes of creating built-ins, but they're also now doing it for the purposes of creating these patching or these patches. Now, the cool thing about that is it means if you got something, say a malicious piece of software got included in one of these patches. I mean, supply chain attacks are unfortunately a thing. Somebody gets something into a Notepad++ updater. Well, our guys have already ran it. They've checked it out. They've seen that there's something malicious in it. So they're not going to obviously push a patch out for that or make that available. We can effectively just tell the vendor. But as I said, I can see here, I've created my policies. I can see which machines are missing updates. And I can basically just do it now if I want. So for example, I want to patch this machine's Notepad++. That's going to go off, do the patch. I don't need to worry about it. It's taken care of. I will tell you a very brief story about our own circumstance, our own environment here. So we've obviously got 600 machines, give or take. We have been running a third-party patching utility for years. And that third-party patching utility has been telling us everything is cool, everything is fine, everything is up to date. When we actually ran our own patch management on our own environment, we discovered that there was something like 400 machines affected by 19 missing updates. So basically 19 separate pieces of software were missing updates across 400 machines. And we had no visibility of that prior to, as I said, running our own patch management tool within our own environment. I can also see from our applications page. So again, if I look for, say, Notepad++, it will show me from the applications page that a particular piece of software is missing a patch. Now that we've just patched Notepad++, obviously that notification or that message is not there.
I noticed you made a comment about like the desktop, looking at the desktop. There are situations that are network-wide and desktop-wide. So do individual employees at the company, they can just go, hey, I want to check to see if my own software is up to date. They can handle this themselves?
No, this is not a user thing. This is a administrator thing. So this is a top level looking down at my entire environment thing.
So what then happens then if I'm an administrator and I see employee, number 23 has these number of desktops? Am I pushing those patches?
Oh, you're very much pushing them. You're patching the software. You're not telling somebody that they should patch the software. You're pushing the software to the machines. You're pushing the patches to the machines.
This is something you don't want the individuals to be managing. You want the company to manage it, because there may be a patch you don't want updated.
I mean, realistically, you don't want to leave it up to users to patch their software, because we both know that users, if it's left up to them, will probably not patch their software. So no, this is something that the administrators are doing from the top level down, saying, I want this software to be kept up to date, or I want this software to be patched immediately, and it gets patched.
Well, thank you so much for showing this off. Rob, if you want more help with your patch management, because nobody, I think, is super happy with it for that matter, take a look at what they're doing over there at ThreatLocker. It might be the solution for you. Go to ThreatLocker.com. It's as simple as that. Patch management. Check it out.